Kualifikasi Piala Dunia 2026 zona Asia yang digelar di Sekretariat ASEAN Football Confederation AFC di Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Pengundian ini adalah untuk memastikan lawan Indonesia di putaran ketiga kualifikasi Piala Dunia zona Asia yang dipimpin oleh reporter olahraga Malaysia Kuwait dan sedianya pengundian grup di zona Asia untuk Piala Dunia 2026 yang digelar di Malaysia ini dimulai pada pukul 14 waktu Indonesia Barat. Ya, laga kualifikasi putaran ketiga zona Asia akan dimulai pada September 2024. Tepatnya pada tanggal 5 September. Ya, Indonesia akan direncanakan berkandang di Stadion Gelora Bung Tomo, Surabaya, Jawa Timur. Kita akan masih menunggu untuk bergabung di pengundian grup putaran ketiga kualifikasi Piala Dunia 2026 zona Asia yang digelar di Sekretariat ASEAN Football Confederation AFC Kuala Lumpur. Ya, sedikit informasi terkait dengan pengundian ini. Kepastian ini didapat setelah Indonesia menempati runner-up grup F dengan mengoleksi 10 poin. Selain Indonesia, Irak menjadi satu wakil lainnya. Mereka tidak terkalahkan dari 6 laga yang telah dimainkan dan lolos sebagai juara grup F. Kemudian Indonesia yang menempati peringkat ke-134 berada di pot 6 bersama Korea Utara dan juga Kuwait. Ada 18 negara yang lolos di putaran ketiga kualifikasi, nantinya akan dibagi menjadi 3 grup dan diisi dengan masing-masing 6 tim. Tim yang telah terbagi ke dalam grup akan memainkan 10 pertandingan dengan 5 laga kandang dan 5 laga tandang. Ya, pertandingan grup ronde ketiga kualifikasi akan berlangsung September, Oktober hingga November 2024 serta Maret dan Juni 2025. 2 tim yang finish teratas dari 3 grup secara otomatis mengamankan tempat di Piala Dunia 2026. Dan sementara itu posisi ketiga dan keempat akan lanjut ke ronde 4 kualifikasi yang dimainkan pada Oktober dan November 2025. Piala Dunia 2026 akan berlangsung di 3 negara yakni Amerika Serikat, Kanada, dan juga Meksiko. Ya, kita akan langsung bergabung bersama Kolet Wong untuk menyaksikan pengundian laga kualifikasi zona 3 untuk Piala Dunia 2026 berikut ini untuk Anda.
Of qualifying for the very first time. These matches will inspire young people all over Asia and are another opportunity to unite through football. I wish you all the very best of luck and look forward to seeing you all very soon. Thank you very much and bye-bye. All the best.
Oh, what a wonderful introduction, and thanks to you, President Infantino. Yes, AFC teams have never had a better chance of fulfilling their dream of playing at a FIFA World Cup. Now, to give us a flavor of what it will mean to Asian teams who will play in the 2026 tournament, please welcome on stage AFC General Secretary Datuk Sri Windsor John.
AFC Executive Committee members, PMA President, distinguished guests, head coaches and esteemed representatives from the participating teams, members of the media, dear colleagues. On behalf of the AFC President Sheikh Salman bin Ibrahim Al Khalifa, a very warm welcome to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia for the FIFA World Cup 26 preliminary draw AFC Asian Qualifiers Road to 2026. Let me begin by congratulating all our teams for qualifying to this stage of the competition. From 46 teams, we are now down to Asia's top 18. And by this time next year, 6 nations would have confirmed their spots at the global showpiece, with another 6 teams set to battle in the subsequent round for the remaining 2 automatic spots. And even after that, there remains 1 additional opportunity for a 9th Asian team to qualify via an intercontinental playoff. There is no denying that the expanded FIFA World Cup in 2026 has elevated the quality and excitement of the qualifying stages for our players, teams, and passionate fans. Already in Asia, we have witnessed history with Indonesia, Palestine, and the Kyrgyz Republic advancing to this stage for the first time, and we extend our wholehearted praise to them for their remarkable achievement. In fact, as many as 11 Asian teams were still in the running for the 5 remaining places on the final day of the qualifiers. In every way, the success of all our teams further underlines the rising standards of Asian football and the ambitions of the AFC to ensure success of our teams on the world stage. And nowhere was this more evident than at the greatest ever showpiece in Qatar 2022, where a record 3 Asian teams qualified for the knockout stage for the first time in history. We have every faith that Canada, Mexico, and the United States in 2026 will set the stage for Asian teams to showcase their outstanding talent and create more breakthrough achievements at the pinnacle stage of global football. And that thrilling journey begins right here in a few moments. So I wish all the teams the very best of luck, both in today's draw and in the upcoming matches. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. General Secretary, and I'm sure your excitement is shared across the continent. We will soon move on to today's draw, but first, some football. I'm sure you'll agree there's never a bad time to remind ourselves what football in Asia is all about.
Our beautiful game. It's something to be shared by all. On a continent with no shortage of beauty, we offer a unique collection of football artistry. Brushstrokes with the ball, the pitch, their palette. From glistening coral reefs to golden sand dunes, we play amongst cherry blossoms and in the shadow of mountains too. In the footsteps of warriors past, heroes arise. Our samurais fight as falcons take flight and roos leap high. Hear the roar of lions and feel the fire of the dragon. But within this special continent, the largest of them all, will new names emerge to join our giants, standing just as tall? Lands big and small share a vision, their work on display to the world in 2026. It starts with a blank canvas, victory and defeat shaping their picture, their future, and the grandest masterpiece of all. This canvas is bigger than any before. Here, passion paints the future. Here, football's not just a game, it's an art. And it's beautiful, isn't it?
Wow, that really gets you dreaming of what might be, doesn't it? I can hardly wait another 2 years. I know you can hardly wait another 2 years as well. So let's get on the road to the tournament. Joining us On our journey, we have some very special help from someone who knows all about what it's like to play at a FIFA World Cup. Please welcome Shinji Okazaki.
Nice.
So nice of you to join us today, Shinji. Welcome to Kuala Lumpur. Now, we're saying that no one can explain what it's like to play in a World Cup. Someone like you possibly can. You've played in 3 of them, and you've scored in 2 World Cups. So please describe the experience of what it's like to play on the biggest stage in football.
So the experience was fantastic. I proud to fight for my country, and it has given to me a lot of confidence and ambitions. Yeah.
Oh, very proud moments, of course, to be representing Japan as a player. We know, and we've been talking about the fact that up to 9 AFC Confederation teams could qualify for the World Cup in 2026. How much benefit do you think this will bring to football on the continent?
I think this is an opportunity for Asian countries, and will lead to even better competitions. Yeah.
So bigger and better for Asian football. That's fantastic. Shinji, thank you so much. You stay right where you are. We have one of our companions on the road to 2026, but we certainly have space for one more. Please welcome Mehdi Madavikia.
Thank you.
Mehdi, a big day for you, but a big day as well for the 18 teams still in contention for qualification. How do you think the teams will be feeling right now?
I think they are very excited and hopeful with focus on their target, and the target is clear for all, is the World Cup 2026. And I think we have here some countries, we have never been in the World Cup, and they have now the chance for the first time go to the World Cup. We have for the first time in the World Cup 48 teams, and for the first time from Asia go 9 teams in the final round. And this is, I think this is the great opportunity for Asian teams.
Absolutely. As you mentioned, the focus, the target is on that trophy. Now, all of us remember that goal you scored back in 1998 at the FIFA World Cup against the United States. A fantastic goal it was. Can you just talk us through the emotions that you went through that day?
Fantastic day. That was the great moment in my life. I scored the goal for my country in the World Cup. And that was the first victory for our national team in World Cup history. The amazing atmosphere in the stadium. I will never forget this moment.
I cannot imagine how you must have felt. But thank you very much for taking us through that experience. Okay, Mehdi, Shinji, can I please ask the two of you to kindly take up your positions? Our assistants are ready. They're now in place. We now need someone, an expert, to guide us smoothly through the whole process, and I think I know just the person to call on. Please welcome on stage Chief Tournament Officer, USA FIFA World Cup 26, Manolo Zubria.
Thank you, Colette. You have given me quite the build-up, I must say. Dear distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the new qualifying format will give AFC teams more opportunities than ever before to qualify for the FIFA World Cup. And as Colette mentioned earlier, there could be up to 9 countries from the AFC Confederation competing in Canada, Mexico, and the United States in just 2 years' time. And why not? Maybe one of you here could be lifting this beautiful trophy on July 19th, 2026. Today's draw sees the remaining 18 teams still in contention divided into 3 groups of 6 teams. The next short video should make this process much clearer. Let's play the video.
There could be as many as 9 Asian teams at the FIFA World Cup 26. To get there, some countries will have to go through up to 5 qualifying rounds, including the FIFA Intercontinental Playoff Tournament. The first 2 rounds on the road to North America have already been played. Now, it's time for the draw to determine the matches for round 3. There are 18 Asian nations to be divided into 3 groups of 6. For the draw, they've been allocated to 6 pots of 3 teams each, based on the FIFA Coca-Cola World Rankings of 20th of June 2024. The 3 highest ranked teams have been allocated to pot 1, the next 3 to pot 2, and so on. Each group will be allocated 1 team from each pot. We'll start by drawing a team from pot 6, and end when the last team is drawn from pot 1. They'll be placed in groups sequentially, so the first team drawn from pot 6 goes in group A, the second in group B, and the third in group C. The process will then be repeated, and each team pot will be completely emptied before moving on to the next. The position each team occupies in a group is the same as the pot from which it's drawn. That means teams drawn from pot 1 go into position 1 in each group, teams from pot 2 into position 2, and so on. Matches start in September 2024, with countries facing each other on a home and away basis through to June 2025. That's when we'll know which teams have finished in the top 2 positions in each group, 6 teams in total, and will have earned themselves a ticket to the FIFA World Cup 26. The dream won't be over though for the countries that finish 3rd and 4th. They'll advance to the Asian Playoff Group stage to be played in October 2025, with the winner of each group, 2 teams in total, automatically qualifying to the FIFA World Cup 26 as well. The 2 second-place teams from each group will then continue to the Asian Playoff Knockout stage in November 2025, with the winner advancing to the FIFA Intercontinental Playoff Tournament with a chance of becoming the 9th Asian team at the most inclusive FIFA World Cup yet.
Okay, all clear? Just in case, let's quickly recap. The 18 teams have been allocated to 6 pots of 3 teams each, based on their FIFA Coca-Cola World Ranking as of the 20th of June 2024. We'll start with pot number 6 here on my left and work our way up all the way to pot number 1 where the highest ranked teams are placed. The teams will be placed in the groups sequentially, so the first team drawn from pot 6 goes into group A, the second team drawn will go into group B, and the third team will go into group C, and so on. We're ready to get started. We'll begin with pot number 6, as I mentioned, but first, let's take a look at a video that introduces us to the 3 teams that are in pot number 6. And there they are, the 3 teams in pot number 6. Now we're ready to start. Mehdi, may I please ask you to step up to pot number 6 and please draw the first team.
Kuwait.
Kuwait, 44 years on from their first appearance. Kuwait are now planning a return to the greatest stage of all.
And Kuwait will take position B6. Mehdi, please, let's draw the last team from pot 6.
Indonesia.
Indonesia, representing Southeast Asia, 5 wins and 20 goals scored so far, is the best ever qualifying campaign totals for Indonesia's men's national team.
And Indonesia will take position C6. With that, we've completed pot number 6. We'll move on to pot number 5 next. But first, let's look at a video that introduces us to the teams that are in pot number 5. And so there we have them, the teams in pot 5. Mehdi, please, could you step up to pot 5 and draw the first team?
Kyrgyz Republic.
Kyrgyz Republic, or Kyrgyz football, has been on the rise in recent years. Will the next step up be a first ever FIFA World Cup place?
And Kyrgyz Republic will be team A5, joining DPR Korea in Group A. Mehdi, please, let's draw the next team.
China PR.
The People's Republic of China are looking to grace the FIFA World Cup for a second time, following their tournament debut back in 2002.
And People's Republic of China takes position C5, joining Indonesia in Group C. We've now concluded pot number 5. We're ready to move on to pot number 4, but let's look at a video that will introduce us to the teams in pot number 4. And there we have them, the teams in pot 4. Mehdi, please, may you step up and draw the first one out.
United Arab Emirates.
The UAE are looking to return to the tournament for the first time since their debut at Italia 90.
And United Arab Emirates takes position A4. Mehdi, let's move on to the next team, please.
Oman.
Oman, they progressed to today's draw as impressive group winners with 4 wins and just 1 defeat in their 6 second-round games.
And Oman goes into Group B, position B4. Mehdi, let's draw the last team from pot 4, please.
Bahrain.
Bahrain earned their place in today's draw with 4 clean sheets and only 1 defeat in their 6 matches in qualifying round 2.
And with that, Bahrain takes position C4. We've now concluded pot number 4. We're halfway there. We're now going to move to pot number 3. But first, again, let's look at a video to introduce us to the teams that are in pot number 3. And there they are, the teams in pot 3. Now, Shinji, it's on to you to please step up to pot number 3 and draw the first team.
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia have qualified for 6 of the last 8 editions. They reached the round of 16 on debut at USA 94.
And Saudi Arabia taking position C3. With that, we conclude pod number 3. We're down to the last 2 pods. We'll go with pod number 2 next, but let's take a look at a video to show us which teams compose pod number 2. There they are, pot number 2 teams. Shinji, please, let's go ahead and draw the first one.
Australia.
Australia, the Socceroos, they've featured in 6 editions of the FIFA World Cup and have lined up at each of the last 5 tournaments.
And Australia taking position C2. With that, we've concluded pot number 2. We're down to the last and final pot of the day. And I can already tell the excitement in the room. The coach is making maybe which group to avoid or which group to better be placed. So let's quickly take a look at the video to introduce us to the last 3 teams in pot number 1. And there they are, the highest ranked teams in the AFC Confederation. Shinji, please step up and draw the first one out, please.
Iran.
The Islamic Republic of Iran are striving to secure a 4th straight FIFA World Cup appearance and a 7th overall.
And Islamic Republic of Iran takes position A1, officially completing Group A. Shinji, we can now move on to the next team, please.
Korea Republic.
Korea Republic, the Taeguk Warriors, have made more FIFA World Cup appearances than any other AFC nation, with 11, including the last 10 in a row.
And Korea Republic taking position B1, officially completes Group B, and now we're down to the last team in today's draw. Please, Shinji, let's draw it out.
Japan.
The Samurai Blue, they're aiming for an 8th straight appearance at the tournament. They've progressed to the round of 16 4 times.
And with that, Japan taking position C1, officially completing Group C. Now the draw is officially completed. Thank you, Shinji. Thank you, Mehdi. Why don't we quickly review all the groups? We'll start with Group A, led by Islamic Republic of Iran and joined by Qatar, Uzbekistan, United Arab Emirates, Kyrgyz Republic, and DPR Korea.
In Group B, we have Korea Republic, Iraq, Jordan, Oman, Palestine, and Kuwait.
And last but not least, Group C, led by Japan and joined by Australia, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, China PR, and Indonesia.
Well, Manolo, that completes the draw, but I am really, really curious to get the thoughts of our draw assistants today. So can I kindly invite the gentlemen, Shinji, Mehdi, and you, of course, Manolo. I want to pick your brain, get your thoughts on what you have just seen. It's thrown up some really interesting matches, Mehdi. What are your first thoughts when you look at the teams that have been drawn into these groups?
We have now 3 wonderful groups, and my feeling is Group A with Iran, Qatar, Uzbekistan, and Group C with Japan, Australian, and Saudi Arabians are very tough. But we know in the football we don't have an easy group, easy game. Can everything happen? And I'm sure we will see big surprise.
Yeah, there's always surprises in football, isn't there? What are your advices or that you can give to these teams here who have just been drawn? What can you tell them?
I played 4 times in the same level, and my experience and my advice to players is very simple. Enjoy the games.
Yeah.
Bring the best performance, and finally fight on the field for your nation and countries. And I wish all players and coaches all the best in the final round.
Thank you very much. It's such a privilege, isn't it, to be able to play for your country, as you know as well. I've just had a look at Group C, where Japan is. They're drawn in with Australia and Saudi Arabia. What do you think the Japanese team will be thinking about the group they've been drawn in?
I think so. I don't forget play against those 2 teams, so Australia and Saudi Arabia, very strong and maybe so close to results. I don't know, but also other teams now improve so a lot, and maybe good competition groups. Yeah,
absolutely. Good competition will be a good fight. And I know you have recently retired. You've hung up your boots. I'm just wondering, do you have any urge to get those scoring boots back on and play for Japan again?
Yeah, of course, special World Cup is special, but I don't want to play anymore as a player. But
why not?
But yeah, because I'm give up to the football player. But I already so I want to come back to the World Cup as a coach.
Oh.
So I try, yeah.
That is fascinating. He wants to go back to the World Cup, not as a player, but as a coach. Fantastic stuff. Yeah. Shinji, Meiji, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps it up for today's draw. I'd like to thank our draw assistants, Meidi Madavikia and Shinji Okazaki, for all their help. And of course to Manolo for guiding us through that without a hitch. Thank you very much, Manolo. I also want to thank you for watching wherever you are in the world. And to keep up with the latest news and the build-up to September, when these qualifiers kick off, FIFA Plus is the place to go. So our 18 AFC nations now know what they must do to reach the FIFA World Cup 26. It's going to be the most inclusive FIFA World Cup yet, with more passion, colour and excitement than ever before. Quite simply, it will be the greatest show on the planet. We're going to sign off now with a taste of what we can all expect when football unites the world in Canada, Mexico and the USA in 2 years' time. We'll see you there.
The lands of the spectacular, diverse, and the free. Prepare to welcome the footballing world.
Baik, pemirsa, baru saja kita saksikan bersama pengundian grup putaran ketiga kualifikasi Piala Dunia 2026 zona Asia yang digelar di Sekretariat ASEAN Football Confederation AFC Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Saya akan bacakan hasilnya. Untuk hasil pengundian antara 18 negara yang masuk kualifikasi zona Asia, diantaranya adalah Korea Utara, Kuwait dan juga Indonesia berada di pot 6 dengan perbedaan grup, antara lain adalah Korea Utara berada di grup A, kemudian Kuwait ada di grup B dan Indonesia berada di grup C. Sebelum itu, kami juga akan informasikan pot-pot yang dirilis terkait dengan posisi negara-negara yang masuk kualifikasi Piala Dunia zona Asia. Antara lain pot 1 diisi oleh Jepang, Iran dan juga Korea Selatan. Antara lain Jepang juga masuk grup C, sementara Iran masuk grup A dan Korea Selatan masuk grup B. Sementara negara yang berada di pot kedua adalah Australia, Qatar dan juga Irak, di mana Australia masuk ke grup C bersama Indonesia, kemudian Qatar berada di grup A dan Irak berada di grup B. Sementara pot 3 negara diisi oleh Arab Saudi, Uzbekistan dan juga Yordania, di mana Arab Saudi masuk juga di grup C bersama Indonesia dan Uzbekistan berada di grup A, sementara Yordania berada di grup B. Sementara pot 4 diisi oleh negara United Emirates Arab, Oman dan juga Bahrain, di mana Arab masuk di grup A, sementara Oman masuk di grup B, dan Bahrain masuk di grup C juga bersama Indonesia. Sementara di pot 5 diisi negara Cina, Palestina, dan juga Kyrgyzstan, di mana Cina juga berada satu grup dengan Indonesia, yakni grup C, sementara Palestina berada di grup B, dan Kyrgyzstan berada di grup A. Kita lihat bagaimana performa masing-masing negara pada babak kualifikasi yang dimulai pada September 2024 mendatang hingga 2025. Dan demikian breaking news NTV terkait dengan pengundian zona Asia Piala Dunia 2026. Saya Muhammad Irsal pamit undur diri. Selamat menyaksikan acara kami selanjutnya. Sampai jumpa.
Kok bisa viral? Tempat kamu menemukan informasi menarik dan menghibur. Dijamin akan menambah pengetahuan sobat.